Oh, sorry about that, y'all. The baby chains are crying. But it's the boy Dwayne McClean at Dwayne McClean TV. Back again in the fresh tea. Got the baby chains on, got the fake earrings in. About to give y'all the news on who's going to get tucked in. And today, we're going to be talking about ID2020. We'll be talking about ID2020. All right, somebody hit me up on my Instagram saying, yo, Dwayne, can you talk about ID2020? Does it have anything to do with the coronavirus? Does it have anything to do with 5G? They want to know everything about it. And young grasshopper, ID2020 has something to do with all of that. And like I said, I personally feel like this whole COVID-19 situation is just a ploy to see how we're going to react to a natural, to a disaster, or how we're going to act following rules and curfews, and it seems like everything's going according to plan. There's no riots, which is a good thing. I'm not asking people to riot. But when something else happens down the line, a very serious one, we're going to comply, you know, probably more than likely. But I think we're here just all a plan, you know, and it's really crazy how this whole COVID-19 just took over a lot of stuff. And we just like, hey, nobody's asking no questions, but it is what it is. I'm not telling nobody to go out and riot or anything, no, or disobey. Just ask some questions. I feel like that people need to know a little more what's really going on. But ID 2020 has something to do with, something similar to do with 5G and the COVID-19 as far as vaccinations, and 5G as far as data, okay? So I'm gonna bring it all around in a circle, just follow with me, okay? But first, let's talk about what ID 2020. When I first heard about ID 2020, I didn't think ID 2020 was a real company. I thought it was something fake. I'm like, this can't be real. I read it online. I'm like, this isn't real. This is something stupid. And come to find out, it's actually a real organization. It's a real organization whose goal is to give everybody a digital identity, okay? There's people who are and they basically do a lot of their work in third world countries. They do a lot of work in Thailand, Indonesia, Africa. They go all over the world where places are not developed like the United States, and they put vaccines in these kids and all this other good stuff. But their goal is to come up with a digital identity. What I mean by a digital identity, basically, let's talk about what a digital identity is, okay? You and I already have a digital identity. What they mean by there's 1 billion people out there, there's a billion people out there, if you see them, you don't know who they are. You can see me right now and take a picture of me with your phone. Your phone will use facial recognition, pull my face up, and match my face to other stuff and on the internet. I took a picture of, say I took a family picture with my phone. I went through it and it listed all the people. It had all their faces, my daughter, my son, my mom, my sister, my baby mother. It listed all their faces. And your Galaxy, your iPhone, I'm a Galaxy user. Yes, I'm a weirdo. I'm sorry, guys. It is what it is. I've been a Galaxy user since I ever had a phone. Never owned an iPhone. I was about to get the iPhone 4, and this guy taught me into getting a Pantech. I went from a Pantech to the Galaxy S to some type of Droid. I went from a Droid to the Galaxy. I've been Galaxy ever since. I should have been an iPhone user, but iPhone users, you cannot download any Mexican granny on your phone. So anyways, let's keep it moving. But yeah, even with your Galaxy or your iPhone, you can take pictures of people and it will save their face. So there's facial recognition. So that's your digital identity. Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram. If you want to get more technical, bank accounts, your background check, your emails, anything. You already always have a digital identity. You know, you can type my name in, Dwayne McClean, on Google, and bam, my name pops up, my face pops up. I can type in your name, a regular person. I type your name. If you have a criminal record, I can pull you up. If you have a Facebook or social media, I want everybody watching this video right now to type your name in on Google and see what pops up. I guarantee you'll probably find yourself, or you go to the images, you'll see your face somewhere. And if you got like a very normal name, like Jon Snow or something, you know, if your name is Michael Jordan, it's going to be very hard to find you. You know, but I guarantee you, majority of people who try that trick will find themselves on there. I know if you type your whole name, including your middle name, you will pop up. So that's what a digital identity is, okay? And a physical identity. Your physical identity is your ID, social security card, birth certificate, anything to identify you physically, all right? So say you have a person, right? We all go to, you get 50 people that do not know each other, drop them in the woods. They're not going to know who each other is. But now you put one cell phone in there. That one cell phone can take pictures of them, match their face. if that person tells you their name, you can look the name up, you know. So that's what the physical and digital identity is. What they want to do is do a way to where you will have a digital identity where you can walk around with every day. So say it's on your fingerprint. So say, let's just say, for instance, I want to get out of Dodge, right? I can skip town. I can get a new social security card, a new ID, you know, give me a fake name. Bam. Nobody knows who I am. I'm in the middle of Delaware. No, Delaware's too close. I'm in the middle of South Dakota. Nobody knows who I am. You know, I'm just a random black dude there, and my name is Jake. You know, if there's a digital identity, they be like, well, let me scan your fingerprint. They scan my fingerprint, or they scan a chip that's in my arm or my hand. They automatically know who I am. There's no way I can change that. Okay, so that's what they're trying to do. That's the entire idea of ID 2020, to get a system like that. Now, where 5G comes into play is to where it's going to be a big database. See, people keep talking about mark of the beast and chips. Y'all are just too much in a rush. All right, I know you've been reading that, reading about it in Book of Revelations, and we've been seeing it on TV our entire lives, of a time or a period of where it's going to be an end of times, so we know about the mark of the beast. But technology isn't smart enough right now for the mark of the beast. All right, it's going to happen. It's going to happen to where, but it's going to be further down the line. So what I mean by 5G, 5G is a very, very fast internet service that it runs in Wi-Fi. See, that's why autonomous driving can't work, because it's not fast. 4G is not fast enough to give it the data it needs to know when something random comes out. But 5G is like gigabytes of data pumped through the air. Okay, so when you have a digital identity, meaning if you go anywhere, it can read that, upload it to a cloud that is always accessible. I don't know if accessible is a word. If it's not, I don't care. But it's always easily accessed, the cloud, and that has your information. There's billions of people on the planet. They're trying to get this digital identity to billions of people. So meaning they need something that's very fast and fast internet. 5G is going to work so fast that it can look at your face. As soon as it sees your face, it can pull up your identity. Like, as soon as the camera sees your face, it can pull up your identity, full of with facial recognition. Have you noticed that even in the time of 4K, we have all this other stuff, that with some of these security cameras can't record your face in 4K and save the data, because the record something in 4K requires a lot of data. Say you want to download a movie. A movie's 480p. It's probably might be 300, 400 megabytes. Of that same movie, you put it in 4K, that movie is now 2 gigabytes, okay? Hypothetically speaking. So a camera that wants to have a digital 4K, 8K resolution needs something that's fast data. Now, most cameras are not running off of like a SD card or a memory card. Most of these cameras are going to be running off of data, off a cloud, or storing information. So that's where 5G comes from, and that's where the digital data comes from, okay? So I'm just breaking all that down for you so you get an idea of what these people are trying to do. But I got some notes here, and I want to make sure that I keep hitting all my notes. All right, so I'll let y'all see the waves too. Y'all see I'm spinning. I know, don't be hating. Oh, okay, I already said that. There's a fingerprint to the chip, physical identity. We're talking about third world countries. Okay, I think I hit that page very well. Okay, now here's the thing about the ID 2020. ID 2020 is funded by Microsoft, which is owned by who? Bill Gates. Anything dealing with Bill Gates is kind of fishy. I'm doing another video on Event 201. Probably do it tomorrow, so you see a different shirt. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I got to keep the tees, but I might do it tomorrow. I don't want to keep recording all night. I got to still work out and it's late. Rockefeller has his hand into this. Bill Gates had his hand into it. And also, I want y'all to look up this company called Gavi, G-A-V-I. Gavi, Vaccination Alliance. And it also has something called Simprints. So they're working with billionaires. This company is being funded by billionaires. And they also have this company that specializes in fingerprints, and also has a company that specializes in vaccines. They're trying to do either one. They want to where your whole, like your digital your bank card, your ID can all be on a fingerprint, on a scan. So say you want to go and buy cigarettes, they have a scanner, you put your hand up there, bam, it scans your hand. This right here could be your mark of the beast. And this right here might be a way to get a lot of people. Because remember, they say it's going to be a sign on your forehead or on your hand. I think that's what it said. But they don't say it's going to be your hand. What if your hand and your fingerprints are linked to that? But see, they might not want to do it that way because you probably just get new fingerprints or something. Who knows? Probably get a new hand. They're going to have a hand transplant. Who knows? We're going to find a way to cheat the system. Hope the government knows that. We're going to find a way to cheat the system. You're never going to get over us. You think the same way, how can I put it? Same way y'all always going to cheat us? We always going to beat the system. But anyways, also look at IDEO.org. They are another company that's funding them. There's a lot of companies that's funding this. So we got to be really careful about that. Once you see Bill Gates handing something, Bill Gates is a reptile. He's a dangerous person. Yeah, he does a lot of good things. But I think Bill Gates is part of these secret indictments that's going on that are during this whole COVID-19. They are rounding up probably 600,000, not 600,000, I'm sorry, 150,000 different world elites. And Bill Gates' name was one of them, and Oprah. You know, you can look that up. But what they're trying to do is change the flow of money, okay? With a digital ID, you can change the flow of how money flows, meaning a cashless society. Right now, money flows crypto and it flows physically. So you got cash, coins, all that good stuff. And you also have like the digital, like bank accounts or whatever. So with that being said, they're trying to get rid of cash. I know people are talking about, oh, a cashless society. Guys, like I tell you in all my videos, the elite do not think fast like we think. See, they brainwashed us to have these minds to become impatient. I can look at how my video watch time. Most people don't watch videos past 10 minutes. I'm the same way when I'm in my YouTube binge. I probably will watch 10 videos in an hour. 10 videos in an hour mean I probably watched every video for 6 minutes. Okay? I just was watching 6 minutes of one video, 6 minutes another video, 6 minutes another video. That's a whole hour. I hope I edited that right. Anyways, so they brainwashed to have these quick minds and these we don't know how to think long term. The most successful people are the most patient people and the guys who can think long term. I look at myself, for example. If I would have invested in myself at 21, at 29 years old, I wouldn't be on YouTube having people talk about me, talking about, oh, this man's 29 years old on the internet, you know what I'm saying? If I would have started this at 21 like I wanted to, or started on comedy like I wanted to, or investing in my time and educating myself and being patient. See, I always lack in patience. I always lack patience. So it messed me up in the long run. And that's the same thing how the elites have fooled us. These guys are not thinking about an instant, oh, let's go to a cashless society. We're going to go to a cashless society, but it ain't going to be next year. It ain't going to be this year. You know, I don't think we're going to go to a cashless society until they find a way to get drugs out the way and where you can buy drugs digitally. Let me just make sure my phone's still recording because I'm recording my back camera. Okay, we're still recording. We're still in there. Sorry, man. This is such a long video. But I had to make sure I was still recording. This is my first time recording my back camera. I just get more crisp videos. So with that being said, they're going to slowly and gradually move to a cashless society. When we start walking into stores and seeing that they are all just machines and there is nobody working at the register, you walk in there, just pay with your card, and they're gonna have on the sign outside saying this is a cashless society. This is a cashless restaurant, no cash. Think about when you go to the self-checkout. Most self-checkouts in Walmart tell you this machine does not take cash. This machine does not take cash. And the lady who's monitoring self-checkout say, hey, these machines are not taking cash, okay? When you go into some of your McDonald's or local fast food restaurants, if you eat fast food, you know what I'm saying? Sadly, I do too, you know. I ain't perfect. Sorry, guys. I ain't that woke. But if you walk into a local fast food restaurant and you will see that the waitress there isn't even working. It's a machine that you can order from, okay? So when you start seeing places like that, that's when you know we're going to sooner or later move to a cashless society. And then we're going to go, this is the whole plan for ID2020, all right? So, like I said earlier in the video, ID2020 likes to prowl on third world countries. Right now, they are working in Thailand and Mainland camp. They have over 35,000 people where they are putting the vaccination in. and trying to get the people's identity. Okay. Now, I don't like to just read straight off the paper, but there's a few things that I took off a website. This is off their website. Just type in id2020.org. This is off their website. Okay. Legal identity to all 1.1 billion do not have an identity. Basically, anyone without a social, they want everyone in the matrix. So basically, they want their hands on everybody without a social. So if you are in a tribe, you don't have access to a bank account because you don't have an identity. But once they come over and give you identity, now you're in the matrix. So basically, their job is to put everybody in the matrix. Okay, there's 7 billion people on the planet supposedly, and over 2 billion of them don't have an identity, a digital identity or an identity period. So that's missing money. That's 2 billion people we're not taxing. That's 2 billion people we're not getting bread out of. That's 2 billion people that we're not monitoring. That's 2 billion people we don't know what the fuck they're doing. So we need complete control over the whole world. So they want to pull everybody into the matrix. Okay. So once you get a social security number, an ID, a tax number, all this other good stuff, you are in the matrix. I'm in the matrix. If you got a Facebook, a YouTube, you're in the matrix, man. And whether you like it or not, you're stuck. Okay, here's another thing I want to read to you. In September 2015, all United Nations members states adopted the 2030 Sustainable Development Goals, including their commitment to provide legal identity for all, including birth registration by 2030. And they're going to try to do birth registration with the vaccination. Okay, the vaccination is going to come in a form of like a tattoo, which I'm gonna talk through later. But they're going to be linking our identity to our fingerprints or through a chip. Okay, that's what I said. So if you think you're going to get a fake ID, they're going to scan your hand. They be like, oh, what is this? You know what I'm saying? Like you're not 17, you're 31. You know, say somebody's lying about the age. When you got a fingerprint scanner on your phone, like, hey, put your fingerprint here, I can get your real age. It can work like that. So basically, we walking around with all our data, and it's not really in our control. Okay. Okay. In 2019, Summit ID 2020 announced its latest program, recognizing the opportunity for immunization to serve as a platform for digital identity. This program leverages existing vaccinations and birth registration operations to offer newborns persistent and portable biometrically linked digital identity. This was in 2009 when they had a summit. ID2020 had like a convention or something, and they said this. They said that they're going to offer newborns persistent and portable biometrically linked digital identity. So basically what they want to do is put a chip in them, okay, or a vaccine. They're going to vaccinate them and put this invisible chip in them, so where it is a portable identity. So in the future, the kids, they probably won't even go get a ID. You're going to have a physical ID and a digital ID, and that probably needs to match both of them. But this one's going to be the main one they're going to need, okay? Gavi, which I told about you guys earlier, what I told you guys about earlier, Gavi, I forgot what they stand for, but it's something about vaccinations. You know the V stands for vaccinations. They are shooting up kids in third world countries with vaccines, okay? This part right here comes from sciencealert.com. The other things that I read from you came off id2020.org. So this information right here comes from sciencealert.com. Bill and Melinda Gates are testing quantum dot technology on kids in third world countries. Quantum dot tattoos are, and in that they can successfully be embedded in the skin alongside the vaccine itself, only visible using a special smartphone camera app and filter. Okay. Link to digital ID I'm sorry about that, y'all. My apologies. Link to digital ID. They are thinking of ways for us to carry identity around with us, okay? So basically, what the quantum dot tattoo is the invisible tattoo accompanying the vaccine is a pattern made up of many quantum dots, tiny semiconducting crystals that reflect light that glows under infrared light. The pattern and vaccine gets delivered into the skin using high-tech dissolvable microneedles made of a mixture of polymers and sugars. Tested on rats and found that the patterns were still detectable 9 months after injection. Patterns can last up to 5 years or more in humans. It is possible that someday, this is the key part, I want y'all to listen. This is possible that someday that this invisible approach could create new possibilities for data storage, biosensing, vaccine applications that could improve how medical care is provided, particular in delivering and developing countries, okay? They're talking about putting in a biosensing vaccine. So basically, it's a tattoo that they're going to give these kids, so like a way. And it's a tattoo that uses this technology that only you can see with like the infrared. You need like a camera or something to see it. And I'm pretty sure they're going to have this in stores. So this tattoo is going to be on your skin, it's going to be in your skin. And they basically using it now as a test product on these kids in third world countries to know what vaccine they have been given for polio, measles, and all this other stuff. And so you get a kid who doesn't have in the third world countries, they don't have a database or big servers, so they don't know how to keep up with everything. So they're gonna get the kid, they're gonna do the infrared on, oh, well, he has a green, red, and blue one, so now he has all these vaccinations, so we know what he has. But like I said, that's a test subject, okay? They plan on doing this to 2030. By 2030, y'all see how fast technology is developing, okay? It's developing fast. Look at the cell phone from 1980 to now, okay? The watch, TVs. I remember when TVs had the big back. Remember when TVs used to be like 600 pounds and you had to move from one room to the other and it was heavy to like 3 people to lift it up? Technology is moving fast. Right now, it's just vaccines and colors. I guarantee you, with the money that Microsoft and Rockefeller have, they are pushing this right here to be to a point to where it can keep up with your identity, how much you have in your bank account, who you are, everything, and shut you down. Okay? Did you read that part? Thought I had more. I ain't got more juice. That's it. Damn. Thought I had more juice. This is a video. I know I had another page. Anyways, that's all the juice. I didn't write that much down, but it is what it is. But that's what it is, man. They are working on a way and a plan to basically have a tab on everybody. And you don't know, but we are slowly doing it ourselves. Okay, think about it. When I log into my bank accounts with my fingerprint, okay? I'm not gonna lie. I would trust paying for something more with my fingerprint than a card. You can steal my card. You gotta cut my whole damn hand off to get my fingerprint, you know? Like, I don't really trust my password on my phone. You can learn my password. And if you know me, say, I'm gonna give you guys this. I had an ex-girlfriend. She knew one of my passwords. And she was able to log into several of my social media accounts because I use the same password. I'm a dummy. But you can't copy this. You know what I'm saying? You can't copy that. Or your face. You know, excuse me. Or but that's what they're trying to do, man. It's really creepy how they're doing it. I did have some more juice. I had the pros and cons of it. I had the pros and the cons. I'll leave that in the book. Oh, I did have more juice. All right. Here are the pros and cons of it. Okay, the pros is that it's going to slow down sex trafficking, okay? Girls getting kidnapped, we don't know when they are. We don't know when to find them. You know, we don't know who they is. A girl can get sex trafficked and beat up and taken somewhere across the world, but you take a picture of her and pull up her face and you know who that person is, or you see the cops catch a woman or something and they scan her ID or they scan her thumbprint, it pulls up that's who it is. You know, it somehow a way can slow sex trafficking. All right, and identify dead bodies. So say it can identify dead bodies quicker. So say there's a dead body, and as soon as you see it, you can get them, scan their fingerprint, scan their chip, scan their face. You know who it is instantly. All right. Quicker defense against child marriage and pedophilia. All right. So some people out there who are marrying kids and lying about their age. All right. So if you can pull up their digital identity, you'll know their age instantly. All right. That's the only pros I can see from knowing about digital identity. I don't like the idea of it. You know, you can't never escape. Once we get a digital identity, you can never escape the major. You can't go live in the wild. They're going to see you living in the wild like, yo, why are you living in the wild? You know, they're going to these, this is what they do. They go to these tribes and bring us sickness. They did it to the Native Americans. All right, think about how the same pattern. They've been doing this shit for years. You go to a tribe, right? Say you got a tribe living in the Amazon. You go to them, you get them sick. The guy gets sick, they get sick, and like 15 of them die. They give you the sickness and they give you the medicine. Now I heal you. Guess what I just did? I just built trust in you. Now you trust me. Now I'm vaccinating all y'all. Now I got control over all y'all. Now I'm coming in and giving all y'all bank accounts. And now I'm giving y'all my way of life. You know what I'm saying? That's how they do it. You know? And that's what I mean, you're never going to escape. So say if I ever want to escape, I'm going to live in the wild somewhere. They're going to see me like, yo, what you doing living here? Ain't you Dwayne? You owe us tax money. You trying to duck us or something? Who says you can live out here? We own this land. They taking over everything. They trying to get complete control. And that's one of the cons, man. Complete control. The biggest con. Complete control. They want to control everything. And as us as a people, I don't know what the heck we going to have to do. We got to do something, man. We got to really eventually tell them no. But like I said, we are going to need a few billionaires on our side. A few of them. I need you millennials out there to stop buying all those cameras and nice stuff. Let's start investing and getting ways to get some power. They're not going to respect it or listen to us unless we have money. Unless we have money and we can pay and do things. See, the cops are going to always be cops because they need money to pay their bills. If we can employ cops and army, military to not do it or to say, think about how the mob got control. They paid off cops and judges. We got to do the same thing. We got to find a way to tell these people no, because once they get this digital identity and ID2020 take over, it's a wrap. I ain't gonna say it's a wrap, but we just know there's no escaping. And then there's gonna be no cash. So by the time I'll say 10 years from now, by 2030, 2040, I'm in my 50s. If you mess up, you're going to be wiped out, basically. What I mean by that, you're going to get wiped out, is the fact that, say you act up or something, right? They're going to say, hey, we're going to shut you down. If I have $50,000 cash, you can't shut shit down. I got $50,000 cash. But if I don't have cash, there's no such thing as cash, you can shut me down. I can't do anything but comply. That's where the whole market of the beast thing coming in. And don't want to hear none of you guys coming in talking about, how you talking about market of the beast, man? You didn't believe, we ain't gonna talk about that. All right? Save that for another day. Let's keep y'all on the idea, man. You know what I mean? I can break it down on what my theory is, but it is what it is. This is going to conclude the video. I hope you guys got a lot of information for it. Please go look at those websites. Let's go look at id2020.org. Go to science. I forgot what the other website was, but just rewind the video. If you got any more topics you want me to speak on, you got any rappers you want me to speak on, you want to know my thoughts on anything, please leave that in the comment section. It's the boy Dwayne McClean at Dwayne McClean TV. And I think the baby's crying.